from old veterans to their younger rivals. And there's only one way to prove their worth. So the young raptors streak ahead to try and flush them out. While the adults follow behind, ready to make the kill.
Others arriving latch onto the dinosaur. They spin their bodies in a death roll to tear it apart.
Levels.
They preyed on smaller animals. Lystrosaurus belonged to a group of mammal-like reptiles that eventually evolved
For Alanqa, and the dense foliage provides perfect cover.
Big animals from the last million years or so. Animals like Diprotodon, about the size of a rhinoceros, probably weighed around 2.5 tons.
On land, the strangest inhabitant must be Arthropleura, a millipede bigger than any other in history. It grew to be more than 10 feet long.
From what I understand of Arthropleura, from the fossil evidence that we've seen, Arthropleura was covered with a lot of spine.
Unlike modern land turtles, the Archelon isn't protected by a hard shell. Instead, it has a leathery covering. It also has an exaggerated beak overbite, the better to snatch its prey.
In addition, kangaroos of all time. Procoptodon Goliath grew over 2 meters tall.
And that means they can survive on much rougher, less nutritious vegetation, becoming more and more widespread across Australia.
Window on behavior 350 million years ago. You can see the female has no strange dorsal fin, but the male uses his to gain.
Is more agile. But in the eyes of an ex-fish, anything is on the menu. Even their own kind.
Something strange happens. The ground gets hot. Enormous pressure builds beneath the surface, and lava spews into the air. Small lizards are now giant reptiles. These Scutosaurs are distant relatives of turtles. If these plant eaters look tough, the carnivores must be seriously mean.
Herds.
they lived in very, very large.
Massive plant-eating Triceratops. The size of an African elephant, 10 tons of muscle and bone. An armored skull with enormous horns. This is not a creature you will now change. For decades, hidden in his shadow, a smaller, faster, pack-hunting killer they call
was shadow of a deadly tyrannosaur. These are oviraptorids, omnivores that eat animals and plants, and so don't compete directly for food with the biggest of killers. And the benefits are clear because some of these reach 8-meter Gigantoraptor. Smaller oviraptors are no more than an
in years. It's the late Cretaceous period, a time of warm temperatures and high sea levels. Dallas is a vast, shallow water ocean.
Rhina, the giant shark of the Cretaceous, a shark that reached about 21 feet in length and was basically the great white shark of the time.
The very large,
so that they can drive right through flesh and probably bone. The animal was such a huge killing machine that it could consume whatever it could kill.
Rugops, a 30-foot-long killing machine, is on the hunt. Rugops' speed wins the day, and even a lone Deinosuchus.
In a world where good vision could mean the difference between...
Called Megatherium. They are 1/4 the size of the giant's pod new on his old island. These pocket versions. Luckily for them, Pod's instinct to avoid their kind is too deeply ingrained.